There's a weird noise coming from outside. Or is it his computer? I don't know. Anyways, hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Rhonda. This is Yarncore DIY, and yeah, we are going to talk about my goals for 2025. My goals regarding this channel, my goals regarding crocheting, my goals just in personal life in general, I guess. I'm going to try and not list all of them because I need to narrow my list down a little bit, and that would make this video like 2 hours long if I listed every single thing. Because let's be real, I like the illusion of planning. I buy calendars, I buy planners, I buy whiteboards. Anything that makes me look and feel like I have my life together, I will buy. The problem, I will do it for a very short time. I will fill in that calendar. I will fill out that planner. I will make lists on the whiteboard. And then I forget about it. So maybe that should be a goal, to try and actually use a planner all the way through and keep updating my calendar. My calendar right now is still on December. It's January 13th. I need to, what am I doing? I will say I was feeling very unmotivated this last week because we did have a snowstorm. Dallas got snow, and it was a lot of snow for Dallas. I just didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to record. I didn't want to do the stuff that I'm normally doing. Like, Dylan didn't have to go to work. He did have to go to work, but he didn't have to leave the house to go to work. So he was working from home, and I wanted to hang out because what a rare occasion that it is a weekday that I get to hang out with him. So even though he was working, I was hanging out with him. Like I said, I didn't want to record. I was crocheting, and I will show you a few of the things. Well, actually, I didn't crochet very much because I kept starting stuff and restarting stuff and taking it apart and starting it and taking it apart and starting it. This scarf is actually one of them. I started the scarf 3 different times with 3 different patterns, and in the end, I went back to the first pattern that I started with, and it is the V-stitch scarf by Passionate Kelsey. I will link it below, and that's what I'm doing. It's really easy. It works up really fast. I get to use a big hook, and I actually did like the way it looks. I just started the first one too wide, and it convinced me that I didn't like this scarf at all. So then I took it apart and was like, I'm gonna try a different one. And when I tried that one, the instructions weren't clear. Instructions unclear, and I tried to figure it out, and the scarf was doing this, and I didn't want it to do that. I want it to be straight lines, and I want it to be jumbo and long, and yeah, this one wasn't going to do that, so I didn't like it. But yeah, this scarf is what I've been working on while it snowed. We both also got sick and slept for a lot of the time, which was really nice. And we are rewatching The Sopranos, which for some reason, even though I've watched it twice all the way through, I don't remember the important parts. I remember little parts, and then I'll be like, wait, this person dies? I have no idea how I forgot that. It's like a major key point. But anyways, I crocheted this. I'm not done with it. I have a whole other skein of yarn, which I think I'm going to use like half of to get it as long as I want. And then I also made this, which is a hooded balaclava by Diving Ducks Crochet. I will also link that pattern underneath. This is another thing that I undid until I finally, I first I didn't like the yarn, then I didn't like the colors, and then I didn't like the yarn type, and then I finally I went and I found this Premier puzzle, and I had 2 skeins of it, and it took almost 2 skeins. I still have like enough left for another hat, and I made this. It makes me feel like Kenny from South Park when I put it on. You can pull it down. I know my mic's probably muffled. But it is huge and comfy and warm, and I tested it in the snow because we walked up to the store to get like cough medicine, and yeah, my whole face was warm. I had pulled it back, so obviously my forehead was cold. But other than that, I didn't really do much. Wait. I don't have them on me because I don't know where Dylan put them. But I bought some of the Red Heart scrubby yarn, and I crocheted a bunch of like sponges. That way we can stop buying sponges because they just keep falling apart and I don't like it. And we could just wash these and use them again, and wash them and use them again. We're trying to do as much reusable stuff as possible. So I made a bunch of sponges. I'm going to make some more. That's really it. I didn't do anything. I spent the snow days relaxing and enjoying the cold. Uh, it is supposed to snow again next week, but it's also supposed to drop into the teens, and I don't have a color for my temperature blanket for the teens. So I'm gonna have to buy something for that. I just bought a color for the 20s. Last year, it barely ever went to the 20s, so I was like, I'm not gonna need it this year. There's been like 2 weeks of 20s, and now it's going to the teens. This is Texas. What are we doing? What are we doing, Mother Nature? Anyways, this has been a 6-minute tangent, and I haven't even started telling you about my goals. So let's get to that. I'm going to work on this scarf, and we're going to talk about goals. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to work on this scarf. It's pretty easy to do. I just have to look down every once in a while. So maybe I can finish this. And that brings me to my first goal. I am going to try and not have as many unfinished works in progress. Not so many whips lying around. I want to finish a project. I want to finish more projects than not. I have this bad habit of I get an idea of something I want to do, and then I start working on it, and then halfway through, I see something else that I want to do, and I'll start working on it, and then so on and so forth, and then I end up with like 4 or 5 different whips, and it takes me forever to finish them because I keep going back and forth, or I start something else. So, I can't say that I'm not going to have any whips, but I'm going to set the goal of limited whips. No more than 2 whips at a time. That's it. 2 at a time. Finish one. You could start working on the other, and then if you come up with an idea, you can have another one. But only 2. Only 2 at a time. Unless it's like a blanket, like the temperature blanket. I don't count that because that is a year-long endeavor, and I can't keep that as a whip on the whip board because then I wouldn't only ever be able to work on one thing at a time, which would be kind of smart. But I don't need to do that. I'm not gonna. And that thing is almost done anyways, and I don't know if I'll ever do another one again. But we will see. But I think right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 whips. So I am going to bring that down to 2. I'm trying to finish the scarf. I'm going to finish the cardigan that I'm working on. I've been really into greens lately because the cardigan that I'm working on is also green and black. And yeah, I'm going to try and bring that down to 2 and go from there. So 2 whips at a time, no more. That's it. Goal number 1. Oh, I just stepped on this. Anyways, goal number 2. I want to get more organized. I'm not like a messy person. No, that's a lie. I am a messy person. I'm not a dirty person, but I am a messy person. I leave projects all over my desk. I have yarn all over the house. I have still not built that shelf from the last video. Still sitting in the hallway. Um, and I've been talking about organizing my yarn since I started this YouTube channel. I think I've mentioned it in at least, I think I have like 30 videos. At least 15 of those. I have at least one or two times mentioned needing to organize my yarn. Haven't done it. I bought the shelf and then I didn't use the shelf. So, be more organized. That is my goal number 2. I want to get that shelf built by the next video. So that way I can get my yarn organized and see what I have before I go out and buy new yarn. So I guess this is going to be a 2-part goal, and I'm not going to split it into sections. It's going to be goal 2 and goal 3, because by organizing my yarn and being able to see what yarns I have, I will be able to more effectively work through my stash. Simple, right? Uh, so I think this weekend I am going to put that shelf together, and oh my god, I just lost my thread, lost my loop. I'm going to put that shelf together and organize my yarn. That way I can see it. I have the tools now. I just haven't done it, and I don't know why. Partly because I didn't want to do anything and I was feeling sick, but partly just because I was not feeling like working on this shelf. I might be able to do it this week, but if not, I am for sure going to do it this weekend. That way, if I have any issues, I can just be like, Dylan, I don't know what this says or what it means. Can you help me? But goal number 2 and goal number 3. Put together the shelf, be more organized, and organize my yarn. Once the shelf is together, I guess it's 3. Goal number 2, goal number 3. Once the shelf is together, start going through the yarn you have before you buy new yarn. Because I can't be going out buying yarn all willy-nilly. Now can I? I have been, but I shouldn't be. So that is the goal 2 and 3 for 2025. Goal number 4. Computer turned off last video, last goal talk. I don't want to turn it back on. Goal number 4. I got this book and I was like, I'm going to learn so many stitches. I haven't opened it. Well, no, that's a lie. I've opened it. I haven't learned anything from it. And it is literally Stitch Dictionary, 200 essential stitches. So I'm sure there's stitches in here that I do already know, but I want to learn a new stitch every week. I'm not going to make something with a stitch every week because that will interfere with my other thing where I only want to work 2 whips at a time. So I might just do little squares and practice the stitch, so that way if I see a pattern, I don't have to like Google or YouTube the stitch right away. I might just have it in memory, or at least have an understanding and not be completely lost, especially if it's a written pattern and I can't find a video on the specific stitch. Maybe I'll make videos as I learn. Make a video for every stitch I learn and do a bonus video on learn with me's. I don't know about that, but there's so many in here and I haven't opened it more than once. So that's what we're going to focus on. We are going to, goal number 4, use this book to learn more stitches. So this isn't a waste of money, because can't hurt to know more, right? So goal number 5 is also a two-part because it's something that I need to overcome a fear of, and I also need funding for. Not really funding long term for one of them, but for the other part. Goal number 5 is I want to do at least one market this year, or shadow somebody that's doing a market so I can figure everything out on doing my own, and actually launch my Shopify. I have put it all together, edited the page. I just cannot bring myself to do it because, one, I don't have the funds to pay for a year up front, and two, if I don't pay for the year up front, it's $40 a month. And if I don't make any money off of it, that's $40 a month that I don't have. And yeah, I know it's kind of like a catch-22. If I don't have the money, I don't have the money to just do it, but if I can't make any money from it if I don't launch it. So I just need to get over my fear and do it for a few months, try and advertise it. I'm going to do it. I just need to figure it out. I'm probably going to get like a part-time job. I've been looking really hard for full-time jobs, but I'm going to try and get like a part-time job or something just so I can justify it to myself mentally why I just burped, why I am paying $40 a month for this. When you're unemployed, it's really hard to take that plunge. But I just need to do it. I'm going to set this as a mid-year goal and try and have it done by summer, if not sooner. Just because it's already in the middle of January and I don't see myself getting a part-time job like right away. So I want to have a part-time job at least on weekends or something, get some money if I don't find a full-time job in that time, and get the store launched. That way I can mentally justify paying a monthly subscription for something that may or may not bring me money. So that is my final goal for crocheting. What do you think? I'm going to do a few more goals based on just like my life and things like that. Other things that I have shown interest in this year. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna start jumping into the other goals. Anyways, so a personal goal of mine is to, as I mentioned in the intro of this video, I like to buy planners, I like to buy calendars, and I like to buy whiteboards, and then I lose interest in them halfway through. It's the reason I buy stuff that's not dated, because if I buy a calendar in like a calendar or a planner in January and I'll be gung ho, I will use it every day for 2 months. Middle of March, brain just and I stop using it, and I don't know why. But if I buy a dated one, I stop using it in March. I don't pick it back up till September. I've lost half that calendar and half that money. So I've started at least buying undated ones, and I can just pick it back up whenever I feel like picking it back up. But my personal goal this year for calendars and organization is to use a calendar all the way through without missing any months. I'm going to update my calendar right now that says December and move it into January. I have a planner already for crafting and for job interviews and stuff. I have two separate ones. One is undated, one is dated. I'm going to make a point to use them both. One just for my crafting stuff, like when I bought yarn, when there's a potential for a market, stuff like that. I'm going to keep them separate because it makes sense in my brain and I can't put it into words. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to have two planners. Is that a little ambitious? For somebody who can't finish one? Probably, but maybe I'll finish one. That's what I'm going to do. The goal: finish calendar, finish planner. Personal goal number 1. I guess actual goal number 6. I don't know. I lost count. We're going to move on to the next one. Another personal goal I have, I want to get better at roller skating. I went roller skating with some friends a few weeks ago, and I am obsessed. And then it got really cold and everything was closed down and I wasn't able to roller skate this weekend, but I'm obsessed. I want to save up money to buy myself a nice pair of roller skates. I'm using secondhand ones right now, or I just rent from whatever roller rink I'm at. I love it. It makes me so happy. I want to keep doing it. I want to get better at it. I want, by the time the summer comes along, by the time the weather warms up, I want to be outside. I want to be outside on 4 wheels or on 8 wheels. I want to be on those quads every day, out there enjoying life. It's getting me exercise. It's making me feel better. It is bringing me out of the slump. I want to roller skate all the time. And it makes me so happy. I don't So that's that's my goal. I'm still really awkward about it. I have only ever roller skated fast in a circle and trying to knock people over. I don't want to do that. I want to flow. I want to groove. I want to have fun. I want to be, like I said, I want to be outside. I want to roller skate in cool places. I want to take videos roller skating in cool places. I want to upload videos on here. I want to take my skates everywhere and just have fun. Um, I don't think I can talk about it anymore because it's just going to sound repetitive. But that's it. That's it. I just want to get better at roller skating. That is my second personal goal, and I think that's really all of the personal goals that I'm going to share for now. But yeah, I think I'm also gonna feed this into my YouTube goals and try and post more content. So next goal, YouTube goal, I want to post more content. I have only been posting on YouTube once a week. And I'm going to be real with y'all, that's been hard because of the slump that I'm in. I don't want to do anything. So it's hard to want to record, but I want to save up enough money to get a good camera and use that as my primary recording thing. Obviously, if I'm out like skating and stuff, I'm going to record on my phone, but I want to get a camera, and my motivation for getting a camera is posting on YouTube consistently, which I feel like I've done. I've set a schedule for myself once a week, and I've stuck to that. But I want to like post shorts. I want to do more content. I want to show you guys more behind the scenes process. I'm not even working on this. Show you guys more behind the scene processes and things like that. Uh, Unfortunately, the cameras are expensive, and I cannot justify buying one right now. But that is another goal. So maybe if I get my store up and running, I can save up for a good camera, and you guys can get more content from me. So hopefully by January 2026, you guys will see a lot more of my face on here, and some of those videos will be me roller skating. That's really it. I don't really have a lot of YouTube goals, because I feel like with one, the others come. If I post more, maybe I'll get more followers. It's not a guarantee, but only posting once a week isn't gonna like push me in the algorithm. So maybe if I post more, I'll get pushed more, and then I'll get more subscribers, and more people will want to see me, and I'll get shared more or something. Who knows? So I'm not gonna like set a goal of how many subscribers I want, because realistically, I don't know anything about algorithms except for I should post more. I've never really been big on TikTok. I've tried to get into it. I like to doom scroll it, but I don't like to follow the trends. So it's just not gonna be my thing, and it might get banned anyway. So I'm not gonna push on that. I will try and keep my yarn Instagram up more and more updated, but posting on one thing is a lot. Posting on two things is crazy. Posting on three things, more power to you. I'm gonna try my best. I'm gonna try and set a schedule for my yarn Instagram, try and set a schedule for my YouTube, be more consistent with it, get more content out, do more posting, and just see if I can organically get more followers. But that's really it. That's my whole thing for my YouTube goal. And that is that. I didn't even work on this for like half of that because I talk with my hands. And I didn't do more than like 1 or 2 rows. I'm gonna keep working on this. It is taking me like 6 times to record this outro. Anyways, that's the end of my video. If you've made it this far, thank you for watching. The sun's going down, it's getting really dark in this room, so I'm gonna try and wrap this up. Those are my goals for 2025. I gave you 5 crochet goals, 2 personal goals, and my plans for this channel. Is it a lot? Can I do it? I don't know. We shall see. I am going to hopefully watch this video in January of 2026 and see how many goals I actually met. Will I get the store launch? Will I become a cool roller skater? Will I be more organized? Can I do it all? Hopefully. But yeah, if you like this video, please like it. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Leave your goals for 2025 in the comments, and thank you for watching.